welcome to the Wise County Career and Technical Center, where once again today we'll be taking you on a virtual tour of the Criminal Justice Program. So let's go in and meet Mr. Kelly Fleming and see what's going on in the Criminal Justice Program. Today we're going to speak with Mr. Kelly Fleming. Mr. Fleming is, of course, our criminal justice instructor here at the Wise County Career and Technical Center. And Mr. Fleming, you know, I've noticed a lot of times when I come to your class, you have a lot of very realistic things that are going on in your class, a lot of hands-on activities, and the students are always involved in something that's just very, very interesting, as I'm sure the people will see in our tour here. But could you tell us a little bit about actually what your class is all about?
When the students first come into the classroom in their first year, they get a basic understanding of just law, basic law, search and seizure, those types of things, so it's more of a classroom type setting. After they get adjusted to the laws and the procedure, police procedure, then we go into the hands-on, which is building searches, handcuffing, defensive tactics, crime scene investigation. Those are the more advanced classes that the juniors and seniors are able to take.
Well, I noticed, and of course I've spoken with a lot of the students in your classes, but I've noticed that a lot of those students have indicated that they want to go on actually into law enforcement in some manner. Is that the case, you think, with most of the students that take your class?
Yes, the majority of my students will go on to serve in law enforcement in some way and or corrections. But also, you know, there are a few that are here just to kind of survey what the law and the police do, to which we can make an impact on their lives, because we all are going to be citizens in which we fall under the law. So they're able to benefit from that aspect also.
Okay. Well, you have your class, I know you incorporated a lot of people from the outside that come in. I know you've had people from the court system and from the correctional system, and of course you have law enforcement people who come in all the time who actually speak to your classes. Have you found that that's a very good way to do those things?
Absolutely. Fortunate that in my experience I've been able to create relationships in which, you know, the U.S. Marshals have came in, different sheriff's offices, police departments, Commonwealth attorneys, and they're able to speak to these kids and teach them some things that, you know, a book or something else can't actually teach. And so it's been very beneficial.
Well, another quick thing is, I know in your criminal justice, when you do your CSI things, you have a young lady who works actually out of the cosmetology department here that comes in and does a lot of your makeup for those accidents, or whether they, you know, whatever it might be. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Whenever we try to create a scenario in which, you know, we have a gunshot wound or a stab wound, then we have cosmetology that steps in and helps us do that, so that the students can get a more realistic approach and feel for what it's going to look like when an actual victim is laying there, and what they may be able to put themselves in to that situation. And so that's very beneficial. And we appreciate all the partnerships that we have here at the Wise County Career Tech Center. We all truly work together to make each other's program better, and that's a good part of being here.
Well, Mr. Fleming, we would like to really tell you how much we appreciate the effort that you put into teaching the class and all the things that the students learn here. I think it's, once again, it's a very realistic class, and if someone truly wants to learn about what it's like to be a law officer or be in the correctional unit or whatever, they could take this class. And so we appreciate that, and thanks for letting us stop by today.
Thank you.
At this time, let's speak with Cammie Smith. Cammie is a student from Union High School who takes the criminal justice class. Cammie, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on here?
So we got a call and we came on down here, and we determined that he was already dead whenever we arrived on scene, and we determined that it wasn't a homicide, it was a work accident, and that he slipped, got into the saw here, fell, and then we got the call.
So basically what you're doing here is like what you see on TV, it's crime scene investigation?
Yes.
Okay. Cammie, I know this is your second year in the criminal justice program. Do you like the class?
Yes, it's by far my favorite class I've had in high school.
And Cammie, what do you want to do once you graduate from high school?
I want to go into forensic science.
Okay. Has this class had an effect on your decision to go into that particular career?
Yes.
Well, thank you, Cammie. We appreciate it. And we wanted to take an opportunity to talk with Abby Main. Abby is a student here at the Wise County Career Tech Center. What school are you from, Abby?
Central.
She's a Central student. And Abby is the person who does the makeup for our CSI investigation in our criminal justice class. Abby, can you tell us a little bit about how you developed an interest in creating that type of makeup?
Well, I saw a special effects makeup tutorial on the internet, and I watched it, and I tried it, and I very much enjoyed it, and I was good at it. And that's how it started for me. And then after I started really getting into special effects makeup, I came to the Wise County Career and Tech Center, and I took a wonderful class, a cosmetology class with a wonderful teacher who was very supportive and helped me very, very much.
Well, that's great, Abby. And do you want to do this as a career? Is this maybe possibly one of your career choices?
Absolutely, absolutely. And while I'm stepping my way up to that career, I plan on working in a salon to do nails, which is what I'm learning to do here.
Well, thank you, Abby. That was wonderful. Mr. Fleming, can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing today in your class?
Right now, the students are going to be doing a room clearing or a building search. They're going to make sure that there's no suspects inside this area, and so they're going to clear the room together and apprehend the suspects if there are any.
Sounds very exciting. Let's watch.
Come on with your hands up! Come on with your hands up! Drop the weapon! Drop the weapon! Turn around! Put your hands on your head! Get to your knees!
I hope that you enjoyed your visit to the Wise County Career Technical Center Criminal Justice class. We'd like to remind you that anytime you'd like to stop by and see one of our classes, we'd be glad to show you around. So until next time, it's William Austin saying see you later.